time for the final best of 3 here in today's GSL Codas. Today is actually moving very quickly.
It is.
It's actually
this is,
only 8:38 p.m.
It's not just moving quickly, it's also one of the best days of Codas. This has been
really
fantastic.
good games, great strats you can learn a lot from.
This rematch, oh my god. Parting Jjakji was amazing already. It was amazing. Both players played phenomenally in the games. I have no idea who's going to win this.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you are, Tosis.
The USS Artosis.
The nerd boat, the one the pirate ship, pirate bird is captain of. Now,
a skull and chicken bones.
Oh, that's so cute. It's like a skull and 2 drumsticks.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But it's like a chicken skull. It's got like a little bone beak.
Little beak still there. All right. Guys, the map is Cloud Kingdom. And it's time for the rematch. Jjakji against Parting. Can Jjakji, who I would say is sort of a GSL veteran, manage to defeat the up-and-coming, seemingly almost unstoppable Parting? We'll see. In the upper right, opposite of his opponent, we have a GSL champion. He is NS Jjakji. In the bottom left starting location, we have our Protoss player. He is seemingly unstoppable, especially in PvT. He is Party. Actually, Party getting more applause, more audience in the studio than Jjakji.
Wow, it's a strange world we live in, Tasteless.
Now, I don't know exactly how each player's going to open up, but I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
I'm more excited about this best of 3 than I have been for any of our other best of 3s today. Because this is just a really great way to end the day.
It really is.
Yeah.
You know, they already had the one close series because everything else was 2-0, right? Except for these two. 2-0, 2-0.
Yeah, I think so.
Everything else was 2-0.
Because that's why this day has been shorter so far. Hopefully these games will be long and dramatic.
PvP and MC playing, and it's like, well, MC has quick games, man. He likes to end them. He has stuff to do. He's busy man.
He's a busy dude. He's got to kill that nerd and then leave.
So, what do you think, Tasis? Who takes this one?
I think it's going to depend on if Jjakji gets hurt early on or not. As time passes, Jjakji just seems to get stronger and stronger. Parting has these very unique openers that I feel are difficult to prepare for. So that's something to keep in mind there as well. Nice read there by Jjakji. The probes are going to be there.
These two are very well matched, though. You're quite right about that. I mean, I'm kind of... Here's the thing, because Parting looked like a god, especially in the 3rd game. It was just such a brilliant... That 8-gate off of 3 base was so brilliant. It was like buying time and had the potential to kill, but it wasn't really all in because he was in such a good spot. So he looked so scary there, but I'm kind of, for some reason, feeling Jjakji here because he is like a... he has more experience on the stage. He has more experience during clutch situations. I don't know. I just... Slight
Here's
feeling
actually... I think I've figured out what I'm thinking. I suspect Jjakji wins this. I want Parting to win this.
You want Parting to win?
I need more builds to copy. And this is actually the easiest way for me to copy builds is to just do it while I'm casting them. I'm like, all right.
Sure.
I see that.
I got you, Tasteless. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand that sentiment.
There's the flying shark of the level. It looks, those gummy sharks?
Yeah.
It looks like a gummy shark.
Look how small its eyes are.
Yeah, it's got
tiny eyes. I know I've said this before, but it looks dumb because it has tiny eyes.
Doesn't matter. It's going to smell the blood.
Smell the blood in this, like...
In this space.
I guess this isn't a space stage. This is like a Protoss world or something. You can tell because there's like crystals everywhere. That's where they get the pylons from, I guess.
I guess.
I don't know.
What exactly? I'm sure actually somebody would know this. What is the pylon? What is the lore? How does that power everything? Because it's like their whole.
It's a power crystal, man. What
is it?
So simple.
Dar, dar, tasteless.
Dar.
And we have the robotics facility on the way here. So both of these guys actually opening up so far with pretty middle of the road builds.
Yeah.
Nobody's really taking any risks here. Nobody's doing something that is old school or doing an all-in so far, or a rush or anything like that.
Yeah, and I mean, Parting, his build is super safe. It's very nice. Jjakji, his as well. That's good, man. I love gentlemen's games. I love it when they just shake hands and they say, "All right, sir, may the best man win," and they do, safe, smart builds, and then we get to actually see these two make a series of complicated decisions and keep up with their macro and their micro, and who's better, man? Type of game I like to see.
Also, guys, note we haven't even seen Jjakji play on this map, and we only saw Parting play one game, so we cannot make any heavy predictions based off statistics so far.
Indeed. Observer on the way. It's going to show him just the most standard opening by Jjakji.
We have one forge on the way. Do we see the second forge?
That's interesting, one forge.
Because I am so used to just only seeing two forges.
Well, there's a possibility he's getting one forge for a very specific reason. He might just be going, for instance, like 2 tech roots at once, in which case you have to be really careful. Oh, okay, Twilight going up.
So maybe he wants to get 1-1 off of the one forge first and then get a second forge.
Could be.
2-2.
He might be going for just quick plus carapace. He's working quite a few zealots already.
Is there zealot carapace?
Yes.
And then
I'm infested Protoss,
Protoss, yeah. Now the observer is going to go inside the main. He sees that there are 2 tech labs and a reactor there, and it's about time for Metamax to be out.
Very standard. He's going to know all the timings. In fact, he also made a second observer because that is so smart to do, and that's going to allow him to really keep tabs on not only tech routes, but what his opponent is doing. And
oh man,
yeah. So the reason why he only got 1 forge, he's getting that ground armor, and he's getting a Templar Archives super fast, really fast Templar Archives. So he's going right up to Psystorm, and he knows that he needs that armor on Zealots to really make them be able to tank the proper amounts of damage so that he can get his Psystorm out.
2 more gateways put above the expansion, so it's harder to see within a scan exactly how many gateways are being used here for Party.
Really good gateway spreads. It's going up to 7, in fact. 7 works pretty well right now off of Zealot High Templar. And in fact, wait a minute. He got Archons, which it's fine to go actually Zealot Archon to open with, but you need charge with it. So did he forget charge? Is that, yeah.
He just started charge.
Okay, because if he had been getting charged, then yeah, okay, charge Archon. What you can do is you can go charge out Archon and take the 3rd base. But he actually forgot charge. So, I mean, it looked like it was going to be just really quick Psystorm there when in fact he was going for something else altogether. A little bit of a mistake there by Parting.
A little bit of a boo-boo.
Like, if Jjakji were to attack before that charge is done, he's really going to be kicking himself.
And you know what? Jjakji is already in the Protoss's kind of territory here. Parting better hope that he doesn't get attacked in this point in time.
If he had charge, he'd be feeling a lot better about it. It looks like he is going to take his 3rd base, but Jjakji coming up.
Continuing to chrono boost up charge.
Uh-oh.
All right, it's almost done.
And a nice drop of the natural, and that's going to allow him to come in and force a cancel on the 3rd. They got a couple pylons as well. Now that he's seen the Archons, is Ghost Academy a very good choice. Jjakji's still not starting another command center yet.
Yeah.
Almost time for that. He is up by a good amount of supply right now. good 15 supply or so up. And finally, charge does finish.
And we're just sort of waiting, guys. A little bit of downtime here. Basically, Jjakji's playing very, very well. Parting made just an error. He forgot one integral part of his build.
Yeah.
And that allowed Jjakji. I don't even know if Jjakji noticed right away that he doesn't have charge or not. Jjakji, meanwhile, just did a little ninja move, got inside the base, and then, meanwhile, did a stim, force cancel attack to the Nexus, and back out. So Parting is now in the phase of the game where Parting is going to start falling behind.
Yeah, it can be pretty rough, but he is getting that third base, which is oh so important. Third bases should be up at a similar time here. And do we have ghosts out yet? Yeah, we do. We have 4 ghosts that did pop out just a moment ago.
So he's got to watch out, not let his Archons get hit by that.
Yeah, 4 EMPs, man. That's enough to disable his army, basically. There's 3 sentries, 3 Archons in there, and then just a bunch of Zealots and Stalkers. So if he gets off some really great EMPs, takes all the shields off the Zealots, takes some of the energy from the sentries, so force fields can't really be used, and weakens those Archons, his army will just crush through.
Uh-oh.
He looks like he wants to go for it. Oh, he's doing one of these again.
Up. All right, he's got to be careful. Oh, that was a perfect EMP on those sentries.
And forces another cancel, and now he should just go.
This sick, awesome move that he does with the factory?
Yeah,
that he just
so good.
Guys, this is very subtle. He lands the factory right before the battle, hoping that will at least absorb some of the attacks. That is so smart.
It's pretty beautiful, man.
Yeah, I love it.
And now Parting realizes, I am in a lot of trouble. That's 2 cancels on my third base. My opponent has ghosts. This is a terrible spot for him. And I thought he was going to lose that Archon. Never mind. Whoa. Lost about half health on it. But a planetary going up for Jjakji, and the army of Parting is woefully unprepared to stop a planetary. He has no Immortals, no Psystorms, and no Colossus, and that's like how you take out a planetary for the most part.
And now Parting's going to see that. And I guess his Zealots are just going to die, all right?
Not much he could do there. Really, Jjakji in complete control right now. He's just in great shape.
Ooh. Oh, so nice. That's how you want to hold those kind of drops. Yeah. Cannon and a Templar. All right, he's moving out now. And you can see here, Jjakji actually wants those rocks to be destroyed, or just small enough so that they can be destroyed. Low enough on HP, I mean. And because that way he can swoop down there and surround that Protoss army. Nice, even scanning. Great game instinct saying, there's probably an observer over me. Nice dodge.
Nice dodge. Oh! Nice feedback there. But the Psystorm doesn't do nearly as much as he needs it to.
Yeah, it's only scratching the surface of that army.
That one does a little bit more, but, still, it's not a huge deal. He lost the High Templars, which is really bad. Sad situation for Parting. Parting had a very hard time, and his third base just now coming online.
God, this army by Jjakji is terrifying.
Yeah, and in fact, he has +3 attack almost done, whereas his opponent stuck on 1-2 with his +2 attack only halfway done.
Oh, man!
Oh, and where's those EMPs? There they are! And Jjakji not even microing yet. There we go. Finally a little bit of micro going on, and his army's so fearsome right now.
Yeah, I think this might actually be it. I mean, we'll see if
might be
defend this at all.
The Archon's doing a great job, though, and taking out actually a lot of medevacs. Did Jjakji overextend for a moment?
He's microing really well. Jjakji at 143 supply to Parting's 116.
Ouch. And in fact, his +2 armor is about to finish. It's going to be 3-2 against 2-2.
And this is a little scary, guys. I have to say, though, Parting is handling that pretty damn well. They're both on 3 bases. I'm surprised Jjakji didn't take a 4th amongst all this. What are the upgrades now for the Protoss, Sartosis?
He is now at 2-2, nothing going.
And Jjakji's at 3-3, correct?
3-2.
3-2, okay.
That third armor oftentimes very hard to get against Protoss. Trying to spend your gas on other things. Continuing his medevac production and whatnot. The standing army of Parting, not that big right now, but very tech-heavy. He's got High Templars, Colossus, Archons, and very little of everything else, which is actually kind of an okay place to be at. What he needs to do is sit there, continue to add these really cool units, and just fill in with whatever he can. Now, if he can do that, if he can actually max out with a composition that looks kind of like what he has now percentage-wise, that's like insane. That's going to be very hard for Jjakji to do.
There's that factory. It could cause a lot of problems. He's spreading out.
And runs away. Very good choice right there.
Oh, nice.
I like that as well. Just like, this is kind of a dirty place to actually engage. Very smart force fields.
All right, looks like the fourth base is going to be set up soon, so they're both expanding at a very, very gradual rate.
It's a tense moment in this game.
It is.
Neither of them really have any great way to attack each other. The person who attacks into the wrong location is the one that's likely to lose.
Storm. Is he going to do it? Yes. Nice.
Nice. Yeah. Got good success to kills with that Storm.
I feel like Protoss just needs to keep expanding and not attacking the Terran. And occasionally doing like storm drops and stuff like that.
Very smart, by the way. He just added another Robo, and that's exactly what he needs to do. He needs to get his Colossus production way up. You know, when you start to approach the extreme late game of PvT, you need more Colossi. You can't stay on High Templar tech forever unless it's been a scrappy game. You definitely need those Colossi in there as a siege unit, as additional splash damage. You know, Zealots aren't good forever, especially not in the one big battle. They're great to rally in, of course.
All right, here we go. A little drop. Should not actually kill this expansion. Nice storm there.
Oh, it doesn't end up using any feedback on that.
Totally.
Oh, there you go.
Totally denied that. I feel like this is a game where neither player can kill each other or toast.
Yeah. And that can happen in super high level PvT or TVP. You know, it's very difficult to attack each other. If you guys have the right micro, the right macro, the right unit compositions and upgrades, and you position your army well, I mean, how do you attack into that? You just, if you do, you're going to die.
He's going to get a Dark Shrine. I love that. He's also so handy when the map gets just massive, the amount of space Terran occupies.
He's also getting his Observer speed and Warp Prism speed. Very smart move there. A lot of this will come down to things like harassment. If they can't attack each other, then they have to start harassing each other and try to get each other out of position.
Now, this planetary most certainly will go down, but is the angle of what the Zealots not
He just needs to get back up that ramp, and he does, but Jjakji might cut him off at the pass.
Oh, they're all cloaked. Cloaked ghosts coming up.
Oh, damn. Look at that. He knows what's going on. Wow.
Oh, man.
Parting.
They see he doesn't actually know where they are, but he knows there would be ghosts there.
Parting is so smart. That was such a beautiful move. If he doesn't do that, then maybe that army catches
I think they're stuck, Artosis.
Yeah, it looks like
He's been cornered.
Peekaboo nerd.
Peekaboo nerd.
And ouch. Just absolutely crushing through.
The Zealots all in the wrong spot. The Stalkers going down. No more Stalkers are going to be left by the end of this.
It's amazingly done by Jjakji. Such a beautiful play there.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know if Party can really remake that army and stay safe. I think Jjakji may be able to come down to the bottom center as well as the bottom right.
I mean, all he has now is Psy Skirms. He doesn't have any Colossi out in the map. Which is going to be quite problematic. You know, I got to say, the cloak was it was beautiful, Tasteless, because he went and sniped the planetary, which was a great move, but Jjakji was getting into position to try to mess with his army. Now, if he didn't have Cloaked Ghosts, then maybe that battle happens a lot differently. But with those Cloaked Ghosts, he forced Parting into a gross spot, knowing Parting knew. He's like, well, crap, I can't see those ghosts. If they come in and EMP absolutely everything, then I just get slaughtered. So I have to run in some terrible direction. Just great planning.
It does look as though Jjakji is having a hard time kind of sneaking into this location. And it looks like actually Party may have enough. Or not. It's just really hard to tell, guys. You see him moving in now. He may even land the Vikings. Nice EMP there on the Templars. Oh, another huge blow to the army there of Jjakji.
Ghosts are cloaked right now and doing a good job, but he's near cannons. So a lot of them are being seen. A lot of scans to get rid of Dark Templars. And look at that.
More Marauders coming down here now. Landing the Vikings. Beautiful.
Getting very, very close
Like
here. So many
how many
side
storms have been cast in this game.
Oh, man. Well, you know, the thing is, all those cost so much gas, and suddenly no Psy Storms left. This base will be taken out. And he has plenty of energy on his medevacs to heal up.
All right, and the expansion goes down. The Zealot's melting like butter. Now, is Jjakji going to move on, or does he go back and try to defend? The bottom rate expansion is much more well defended.
Yeah, that is right, but no High Templars left there. He had brought those up a little bit earlier. And
yeah, there are no High
go
Templars
for
there.
it. It's just cannons.
DT drives away that expansion over there. Now he's coming in here. This is basically the last expansion here for Party. I don't believe his third base actually has that many minerals in it.
Yeah, you're quite right. Well,
oh no, it does.
That's okay amounts, but
weird.
Still, I mean, he's mining one base right now. The supplies may in fact be even, but you know, in small groups, oftentimes the Terran army will come out victorious. Uh-oh, he loses. Oh, can't lose any Marauders though. That is not a good move there. He accidentally didn't pick those up. He had plenty of room in the medevacs.
It's actually 80 supply for Jjakji, 93 for Party. So actually, this game is still close.
This is a wild game indeed. A lot of ghosts coming out for Jjakji, and that's smart. You know, he has a ton of gas banked, over 2K banked, in fact. So he's going to be spending as much gas as he possibly can on whatever he can. You know, Parting right now has a lot of Archons, and that's the backbone of his army. Archons and High Templars. So the more ghosts, the better.
Okay, a little bit of downtime here now, guys. We're in a weird spot. Neither player has a big army. Neither player is really able to make a bigger army as easily. So everything. So this is no longer a game of big, massive battles. It's a game of a bunch of very calculated moves with small, little squadrons of units.
Yeah. Now, this army that Parting has right here is, I mean, that's a pretty deadly army.
Oh, look at this, look at this.
You get some good EMPs off, man.
Nice storms.
Oh! Well done there.
But the medevacs still have a lot of energy, so they will be healed to full health again.
More and more Psy Storms all over the place.
I don't know, Artosis. I mean, I think you keep storming in that spot.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, I mean, Parting is just looking more and more ahead. Where's the, oh, he only has one ghost left now. He had made a ton, but it looks like they all did end up dying there.
Well,
this is going to be it, man. Parting's actually going to take this game.
Yeah,
I'm
Parting's
so
actually going to win this. That's so weird, but actually, yeah.
Amazing.
As good as Jjakji played, Parting actually outplayed him here. I cannot believe this.
I'm really surprised and impressed that he actually he's going to end up winning this game, man. Because Jjakji did some great moves, especially with those cloaked ghosts, forcing that terrible engagement. But then, you know, he was a little bit too sloppy when he was attacking in that cannon area.
Yeah.
And it looks like he just, from there, somehow, some way, the mass High Templar, mass Archons of Parting are just too much. His supply is way higher now. He's almost twice the supply at this point. He's just sending Templars across the map, man.
Yeah.
Like Defilers from StarCraft 1 just march on the Terran army themselves.
Nice little EMP there. Looks like that Archon will get away. Well, you know, here's a big problem, guys. Jjakji cannot get out of this little corner of the map. He's actually been trying to secure this expansion in the middle, or the top center. And he just can't get it. He just cannot get over there.
2 Colossus are going to join the army of Parting, and that's like the most important thing that he can do right now. It's Jjakji is producing almost only ghosts. And the ghosts are not going to be good against Colossus. They're going to be good against everything else. So those couple Colossus mixed in, it's going to make it perhaps just too hard.
I don't know what to say, guys. It looks like he's done it. Oh, man, these ghosts running, trying to retreat back to the planetary.
Huge amount of EMPs, and the Archons are going to evaporate, but
there's just too much Protoss stuff. There's just way too much.
The Vikings taking out the Colossus. GG.
Whoa.
Craziness.
That was a game. Now that was a game, Artosis.
That was great, man. That was absolutely wildly back and forth. Parting really just kept his cool and ended up taking that home.
Well, I am sort of like speechless.
Yeah.
I really haven't seen a game like that in a while.
It was
man,
wild.
Parting is good. Talk about a game where Judge's like, what did I do wrong? I don't know. You know?
Yeah, it was a hard one because he played really, really well. It's kind of a frustrating loss. Hopefully, though, Jjakji can suck it up and try to think, what do I do now?
Well,
I think he chooses dual sight next. I just want to throw that out there.
No, I think so.
I'll tell you in 1 second. You're just going to invite him.
I think.
No, he chose Antigua.
I think really like Jjakji was like he looked cleaner in his play, but Parting just did not get up. He just had enough Templars in little locations to feed back.
He had
medevacs.
I've never seen so many High Templars since San.
Yeah, and it makes sense because eventually the Terran's going to send enough medevacs at you in little drops and this and that if you just completely destroy the drop, that's a small little group of units that was not with the Terran's big main army.
Yeah.
And I think Jjakji maybe got so confident that he just kept attacking. Like, no way, I just killed your entire army.
Yeah,
I still have most of mine. I will win this game. And instead, the
amount of High
was
Templars,
wrong.
the amount of Archons we saw, the amount of Psystorms we saw, that's really what did it for him. You whittled down the Terran player. That was so reminiscent of NS Hoso San.
Yeah, it's one of these maps where it's a big open map. You don't have to always constantly engage the Terran. The Terran's going to have a hard time coming into you. Mm-hmm. They're not using the siege tank in this matchup generally, so it's not like, they have siege mode and now it's your fault. It's up to you to advance. Not at all. In fact, it's the other way around. You have the, Templars, the Colossus. Terran's going to figure out how to engage you sometimes.
Sometimes they do, Tasteless.
Sometimes they do.
Well, Antigua Shipyard is the map. TVP, can Jjakji win this game and tie it up? Or will Parting go up to the round of 8? Oh, my God.
Could happen. Anything can happen here in the GSL. Code S.